Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Tuesday, September 6th, 2022. Alright, let's get started. Want a cross? Part of a fast food combo? I would want this to be fries. That doesn't fit though. Religion founded in Punjab. Is it Hinduism? That doesn't fit, does it? I'm not sure what this is going to be. Privy to. Is it onto? I don't think it should be. It has the word to in it, kind of. It's not aware. Maybe it's up on? Yeah, I think so. Let's see if we can confirm that. Prefix with matter or gravity. You could have antimatter or anti-gravity, right? Nice, okay. Clark of the Daily Planet. That's Clark Kent, right? That's Superman's alias. I wonder if we can do these downs now. UK? I'm still not sure about this. The tiniest amount. It's not a speck of something. I wonder if it's not up on. Casanova. So this is someone who's very good with romance. I wonder if that's going to be a Don Juan. Wow, this puzzle's pretty tricky so far for a Tuesday. We have a J, that might be easier to build off of. And it looks like it's pointing to a revealer, so this might be a theme answer. Shenanigans. That's got to be hijinks, right? Okay. Promise of payment. I think that's going to be an IOU. Don't blank with me. And even though there's quotation marks around this clue, it's got a blank, so that just means it's a fill in the blank clue. What is this going to be? It's not don't mess with me. I don't know about this one. Feudal residences. I wonder if this is where the Lord lived or where the serfs lived. I guess it could be manors. Yeah, the Lord could have lived in a manor, and it has to be manors plural because the clue asked for residences plural. Okay, let's try manors here. It seems like this should be Sikhism, right? So is this not up on? It can't be. This has to be an I. So I guess this is going to be in on, as you would be a secret or something like that. Yeah. And then this is going to be Sikhism. I guess this is a soda. There you go. 1 iota. Ooh, that was really tricky to see. Maybe this is don't start with me. That's pretty funny. Teased relentlessly. I think this should be road. Explosive compound informally. Is that going to be nitro, like nitroglycerin? We're getting a little bit of the revealer filled in. Let's see if we can get one more theme answer before we hit the revealer. Soaks up the sun. I think this should be Basques. Impudent sort. That definitely is going to be a brat. NFL player turned broadcaster blank Rashad. You know, I don't really watch football, but I feel like I've heard this name. I want it to be Ahmad Rashad. Is that right? This is an RH? Kind of monkey used in medical research. Ooh, I don't like this. I think it's a rhesus monkey. Yeah. Is that true about me? And this is an equivalent phrase that's indicated by these question marks here. I think a good equivalent phrase for this would just be, am I? Yeah. Blank Mahal, that's going to be the Taj Mahal. Performed. I think that should just be did, right? And the tenses in your clue and answer have to match. So because this is in the past tense, our answer needs to be in the past tense as well. Longtime conductor of the Boston Symphony Orchestra. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's going to be a Japanese name. Seiji? I don't think I've ever heard of this person. But look at this. They both have IJI. IJI, that's gotta be part of the theme. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can get this last name on crosses. Accursed? Could that be damned? Yeah. Rest on one's blank. Take it easy. Well, it's not rest on one's laurels. I don't know what this is going to be. Thingamajig. I think this should be gizmo. Yeah. Jeepers, another equivalent phrase. This is kind of cutesy and old-timey, so I think it's probably going to be gosh. That has a similar feeling. Brand whose logo's letters are covered in snow. I'm going to guess this is icy. That sounds right to me. Anthem with both English and French lyrics. Is it O Canada? That would make sense because they speak both English and French in Canada. Okay. Attached as a patch. This is very tricky because this could be a past tense verb or it could be an adjective. It's looking like it's going to be a past tense verb because if this was an adjective, it would be sewn on, right? But that would be too short, so I think this is going to be sewed on in the past tense. Very, very tricky. Accessory for a pilot or telemarketer. That's got to be a headset. So we have a Doe here. Anonymous John or Jane. Yeah, John Doe, Jane Doe. What dogs often do after a few rounds of go fetch. I think that's going to be pant. They all lead to Rome, it said. All roads lead to Rome, that's the saying. I'm going to guess this is probably Seiji Ozawa. I think the O makes the most sense here. Rest on one's oars. That is a phrase I've heard of. It's not super common, it's kind of tricky. Yeah, okay, so we do have 2 examples of theme answers now. I do think IGI is the most plausible candidate for being part of the theme. I have no idea what the revealer is going to be, though. Yokohama-based automaker. That's got to be Isuzu, right? That's another Japanese name. I wonder if we have a Japanese theme today. I don't think hijinks is a Japanese word, though. Like a balanced game in economics. I think that's going to be zero sum. Man, there are some very tricky entries on today's puzzle. Fathom or furlong. Those would both be an example of a unit, and it's unit singular because they asked for one or the other. Ships out. I guess that could be sends, as you would a package. Narrow waterway. That is a RIA. That's kind of a tricky bit of vocab. Pop to a tot. I think that's going to be dada. And let's do this one too. Lee, who co-created the X-Men. That's Stan Lee, right? Excellent. All right, let's see if we can take a crack at this revealer here. Indication of more to come, or a hint to a feature of 3 consecutive letters in 18, 20, 59, and 61 across. Yeah, I think this is going to be ... also known as an ellipsis. But in this case, it looks like it's going to represent the dots over the IJI in our theme answers. That's really, really funny. ... You have to imagine these as lowercase letters. It's kind of tough to see because when doing crosswords, most people write in all caps. Yeah, that's extra tricky. All right, actress Delaney. That rings a bell, but I wouldn't be able to give you a first name. Some small batteries, that could be double A's. World weariness, that's going to be ennui. That's another kind of tricky bit of vocab. Is this Dana Delaney? That kind of sounds familiar. Capital of Jordan. Didn't we just have this? I think it's Amman, right? Yeah, I think that was on the puzzle a couple of days ago. Crossed out, is that going to be X'd out? When you have a word in parentheses at the end of your clue, that just means that same word needs to be able to go at the end of your answer and still sound correct. So X'd out sounds very good. Big gala, is that going to be a fate? I think it could be. Fried Mideast fare. I really want this to be falafel. I love falafel. Not doing things the right way. And this is wordplay that's indicated by this question mark here. what you have to do with wordplay clues is look for a punny answer, and I think the alternate spelling of right is giving us a big clue here. This is not R-I-G-H-T, this is R-I-T-E, as in a traditional kind of ceremony that one might perform. And I think in this case we're probably talking about marriage. That's a kind of rite. I think this is going to be eloping, so you wouldn't be doing things the right way. You wouldn't be having a ceremony. That is a very clever clue. It's very tricky. Eloping. Wow, this Tuesday puzzle has been very challenging. It may lead to a full-time position. Is that going to be a temp job? That would give us the J that we really want here. I think this is definitely going to be an I, right? Star-studded group. I'm not sure what this should be. Alan Blank, folklorist who discovered legends like Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger. I have no idea. Maybe it's going to be a Lomax? And then maybe this could be A-list. That would be star-studded, right? Galas E.G. This is a very tricky clue. It's kind of a misdirection. It kind of sounds like it could be about parties or fates, but I think they're actually talking about apples. Yeah, galas are a kind of apple. Very, very tricky. All right, let's see what this theme answer is. South Pacific currency. Well, it's going to be something from Fiji, I guess. I have no idea what it's going to be. Let's get some crossing help. Turf. Is that going to be sod? Maybe it's Fiji dollar? Could that be right? Let's see if we can build off of that. Tupperware topper. Yeah, that's going to be a lid. School whose mascot is Mike the Tiger. And school is abbreviated, so that means the name of our school is going to be abbreviated in the answer. I think we saw this last week too. If I remember correctly, it's LSU. Some Olympic projectiles. Ooh, man, this is tricky. Well, I want it to be discus, but that doesn't fit. And they're asking for projectiles plural, so that means our answer needs to be plural, and discus is just one thing. So we need the plural of discus, and because it's kind of a Latin word, it's going to take a Latin pluralization, so it's going to be disci. Yeah, very, very tricky there. Royal family title. I guess that could be a duke. I imagine a duke might live in a manor. All right, let's see what this is. It's me again, another equivalent phrase. That's got to be I'm back. High home for a hawk. That's going to be an eyrie. That's another name for an eagle's nest. Host city of the 2008 Olympics. All right, this is a theme answer, so we know it has to have an IJI in it. And I can think of only one city that meets that criteria. It's going to be Beijing. Very nice. I think that polishes off the theme for us. Wow, that was pretty tricky, especially Seiji Ozawa. That's a very tricky Tuesday entry. All right, neighbor of a Saudi. That could be an Omani. That's someone who lives in Oman. Groups that often sponsor book fairs. Okay, so we have another abbreviation in our clue. That means our answer needs to be abbreviated. I think this is going to be PTAs. Parent-teacher associations. Italian tourist town near Naples. Oh man, is this tough. Is it Amalfi? I believe that is a tourist town in Italy. I've heard of the Amalfi Coast. Like some elephants and all tigers. Is that going to be Asian? There's Asian kinds of both of those. Like some editions and partnerships. I guess you could have limited editions and limited partnerships, right? Ooh, okay. Lost consciousness in a way. That's got to be fainted, right? Hurting badly. It has to be something really bad, so I think it's going to be in agony. Let's just double check. Is this MIA or Mia? Emma Stone's role in La La Land. Well, I've never seen that movie, but Mia is a pretty plausible name. I think we're going to have to keep that one. 8 in Italian. Well, if we went to the Amalfi Coast, we would know that that was Otto. astute, that's going to be keen. And small vortex, that's going to be an eddy. Yeah, that's a small vortex in the water. So this is going to be joke. Is this some kind of twisted joke? That's a fun one to end on. All right, let's throw this E in there and see if that'll do it for us. All right, a Tuesday puzzle in 2250. That's a pretty slow time for a Tuesday. Yeah, actually, this puzzle played very, very difficult for a Tuesday puzzle. I really like the theme, but some of the actual theme answers were really tough, like Seiji Ozawa and Fiji Dollar. Both of those I've never really heard of before. There was also a lot of tricky fill on today's puzzle. I think we ran into it in the first corner here, 1 Iota, Don Juan. I mean, these are great pieces of fill, but on a Tuesday, that's pretty hard. We had this very tricky wordplay clue, eloping, for not doing things the right way. I absolutely love this clue, but again, it's kind of tough for a Tuesday. Another kind of tricky concept is zero sum. Yeah, if you've never heard of that before, that might be tough to get. And then we had some tough proper nouns also. Lomax, Amalfi, Amon. I had never heard of Mia before. And we had Ahmad also. Plus we had this very tricky pluralization of discus, disci. Yeah, so I don't think any of this stuff is unfair necessarily. I just feel like maybe this puzzle would have been more appropriate as a Wednesday or maybe even a Thursday. Yeah, it might be a tad on the easy side for a Thursday, but it definitely feels more like a later week puzzle. But anyway, even if it was hard for a Tuesday, I still think this is a really strong puzzle. This ... theme is really great, and these stacks in the corner are all really nice. Sikhism is good. These other two answers are pretty fun. Falafel, eloping, temp job. Yeah, these are all pretty nice stacks here. In Agony is very evocative. Sewed on. This was a very tricky clue. And Oh Canada, that's pretty fun too. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed solving that Tuesday puzzle along with me. ... I'm gonna be coming back at you tomorrow for the Wednesday puzzle, and I think that's gonna do it for now. All right, I'll see you next time.